Alright you guys, so I'm at Goodwill now and we're gonna go inside to find treasures to sell on both eBay and Poshmark. Let's go. So as always, I went straight to the shoes and they were putting out some new shoes, and I love whenever I go to the thrift store and then I see that because I always normally find really good shoes when they're obviously fresh on the floor. And I didn't find any in the bins. There were some really cute little cowboy boots that were kid size, but they were really cheap. You could feel that they were really low quality and they were not leather. And so I did leave those behind. But then when I was looking through the shoes, I found these awesome Lower East Side mules, and these are wedged heels. They have this Sherpa lined material, and Lower East Side is definitely a really great vintage shoe brand to look out for. I've sold some of their shoes for $40 to $45, and I'm gonna price these ones at $45. And keywords that are used for these would be vintage, Y2K, Bratz dolls. I would even put Spice Girl and Phoebe from Friends. And then you guys, I found some men's loafers, and these are from the brand Hugo Boss, which is a very expensive brand. These ones are made in Italy. They are 100% leather, and these are really nice. They're a beautiful blue, and when I looked them up, they were originally $199, and they were just some really nice driving moccasins, and I'm gonna price these for around $60. I had no idea that this brand actually made women's just casual clothing, or shoes at least, and these are really nice. They are a pair of moto style heeled boots. Right away I could tell they were high quality leather, and that's why I was drawn to them. They're in really great condition, and when I looked up comps, somebody had just recently sold a pair the exact same size and everything pre-owned, and they had sold this month for $99. And then I found a really nice pair of Born ankle booties, and these are suede leather. They also have this unique kind of strapping detail on it. And when I looked up this particular style from Born, they were performing really well and had almost 100% sell-through rate, and they were selling between $60 to $75. So a really great find. Born is definitely a brand that I do like to pick up, but I am selective with the style that I find from them. So my advice is, if you find a pair of Born shoes and if they look nice, I would take a picture and then I would Google Lens them, because that's what I did and it came in handy. So when it comes to Nike shoes, I honestly am not very well versed on what's really popular or what sells really well when it comes to Nike shoes. With this particular pair, they looked really nice, and so I again took a picture of them and then just Google Lens them, and some people had them listed pre-owned for around $120 to $130. That was a really great indicator that they were a desired item, so I did pick these up, and that's always my game plan, is whenever I go into the shoes, I just try and grab anything that looks nice or high quality, and then I take it into a corner and then I just kind of look everything up just to make sure that it's a good pick. You guys, I was having really great luck in the shoes today. I ended up finding these Jeffrey Campbell rain boots, and these are a very on-trend piece right now. You have the thick, chunky lug sole, which with 90s being popular, that is a very popular sole right now. So from shoes, I moved over to purses, where I found this bag from the brand called The Sack. Normally their items are pretty expensive brand new, but I do kind of only pick up very select pieces from them. This one was gorgeous. It has these chunky wooden beads throughout the entire thing, just a very unique piece. And this definitely makes me think of resort wear, tropical, summer vacation. This is gonna be a really perfect bag for somebody wearing a flowy summer dress. And I'm gonna price this for around $60. This is a really exciting find. This is from the brand Lake, and they're normally known for high quality pajama wear, but they do also make day dresses, which this is one of them, and this is actually new with tags. Originally, I think this dress was $135, and it's just this beautiful midi length dress, very bold and bright pink, and I'm gonna price this for around $90. But it got even better. I actually ended up finding another one in blue, and it's the exact same style, the exact same size, and it's also new with tags. And it's gonna be so easy to list. I love whenever I find multiple of items, because I will just list the one and then I will just copy the listing. And for this particular style of dress and the look that this brand is, keywords that I would use would be coastal, I would say beachwear, resort wear, tropical, summer vacation, and just anything that you think somebody might look up if they're gonna wanna go on a vacation, or they want a dress to kind of pop over when they're going to the beach or to the pool. I always get so excited whenever I find a really great men's piece because it is a rare occasion for me. The men's section at the stores that I go to is like super tiny, and then the women's section is like the whole store. So anyway, I was really excited to find this jacket, and it's from the brand KJUS. I've only found it one other time, and I found it in a vest, and it sold for $130 pre-owned. So I was so excited to find a full zip-up jacket from them. This one has a really nice printed front. And when I looked this jacket up brand new, it retails for $300. I'm gonna price it for around $150 to $200. Really great find. Definitely a really great brandsman to know. Brandsman to know. Definitely a really great men's brand to know. And then right next to that jacket, I did find this men's Polo Ralph Lauren vest. And this is 100% cotton, just a very classic vest from them. Keywords that I always like to use for this brand are old money, classic, and preppy. And I'm gonna list this one for around $40. Right away, this felt really nice. It was this very lightweight cotton tunic top, and it has these high slits on the side. It's also this floral Indian block print, and it's from the brand
Anoki.
And it's from the brand Anoki. And when I looked it up, they were reselling between $45 to $55, depending on the style and the length. And I'm gonna price this one for $45. It's really nice. Keywords that I've used for this would definitely be boho, hippie, and peasant. I haven't found this brand in so long, and I was very excited to find it today, and it's from the brand Dress the Population. This brand is really expensive. They sell it at places like Nordstrom, and this is just a really nice sheath dress. It has a sequencing top with these cap sleeves. This definitely makes me think career wear, professional, sexy, night out, and I'm gonna price this for around $60. And here's a beautiful dress from the brand Adriana Papel. And I do like to find this brand, especially in their dresses or in their larger sizes. This one is a size 14, so it's a really great size. And it's this beautiful fit and flare style dress. It has this abstract floral print, very stunning. I love how colorful it is. This is gonna be a really great dress for somebody to wear to an event or as a wedding guest. And I'm gonna price this for around $45. I was so shocked to find this, you guys. This is from the brand Missoni, and it is not the Target Missoni. This is actual Missoni made in Italy. This originally was around $400 to $500, and it's a poncho from them, and it is a wool blend. It also has a very classic Missoni zigzag print. The only other time I've ever found Missoni before was at a consignment store, and I did pay up for it. It was a pair of very popular knit pants from them. It was also new without tags, and then it had the zigzag print, and I ended up selling those ones for $200 to somebody who actually lived in Italy. Honestly, really exciting find. I was blown away that I found this today. Another gorgeous piece. This one is from the brand Mark Lewis, and the brand isn't anything special, but this is a vintage piece, and it's 100% silk. This looks like art. This honestly looks like an art piece. It has the sequins on it, beading, embellishment. I love the asymmetrical hem, and I'm gonna price this for around $60. This is not a piece that you're gonna see all the time. This is a very rare piece, and this is 90s vintage. Yeah, really cool. But you guys, this thrift trip just kept getting better and better. I ended up finding this Veronica Beard long sleeve knit top, which I have not found Veronica Beard in so long, so I truly believe that you guys are my good luck charm. This one is this striped top. It also has these puff sleeves, and I'm gonna price this for $60. So if you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I've been really enjoying picking up vintage dresses. Sometimes they actually perform better for me than name brand dresses, and this one is from the brand New Looks, which if I pick up a vintage item, I'm not basing it on the brand. I'm picking it based on multiple factors, more so the style and the fact that it's vintage. And this one is a gorgeous maxi length dress. It's velvet, it has the high slit. It also has this glitter embellishment around the bust line. And keywords that I would use for this dress would definitely be 90s, Y2K. I would say Rachel from Friends, Practical Magic, dark romantic. And this is a really great example of what performs well for Eliza J. This one is a size 16. It's a jersey knit dress. It has this empire waist. You can tie the back, and it's a long maxi length dress. I'm gonna price this one for around $55 to $60. Another gorgeous dress. This one is from the brand Lauren Ralph Lauren, and this dress probably retailed for around $160. It has these 3/4 sleeves. It also has this lacing along the sleeves and the bust line, and then you have this gathered waistline, which is just very flattering. And I'm gonna price this one for around $40 to $45. This is a really great athletic brand to look out for. I'm sure you guys already know of it, Vuori. And like I've said before, Vuori has definitely surpassed Lululemon. I typically don't pick up any Lululemon now unless it's a very substantial piece, but I find Lululemon all the time and I pass up on almost every single piece that I find from that brand. But if I find anything in Vuori, I am picking it up, and I did with this top. This is just a nice long sleeve crop tee, and I'm gonna price this one for around $35 to $40. Winnie the Pooh is definitely something that is very nostalgic to me, something near and dear to my heart, and it also resells really well, especially the vintage pieces. Vintage Winnie the Pooh items perform really well, and this sweater should resell for around $40. It's this really nice turtleneck sweater. It's a fleece one, it's long, it's also an extra large, and then it has Winnie the Pooh posing in the front. Just a really fun sweater. So I've had some people ask in the past if I pick up Calvin Klein, and typically I don't pick up items from that brand unless it's their career wear dresses. So for example, this is an item that I would pick up from Calvin Klein. This is a beautiful sheath dress with this gorgeous floral print. You also have these puffed princess sleeves, and this is a size 10, so a really great size too. And I did pick this up, and I plan on selling this for around $40 to $45. Here we have a beautiful dress from Zara with this ditzy floral print, and this actually didn't have a price tag on it, so I took it up to the counter and they ended up selling it to me for $3. It has these long sleeves, this faux wrap hem. When it comes to Zara, I do really like to pick up their dresses, especially their midi to maxi length dresses. This one was not, but I feel like it kind of made up for it with the fact that it has long sleeves. But I do also like to pick up their blazers and their jackets. From Zara, those perform really well. Another beautiful vintage dress, and this one is a long gown. You have this glitter floral print, and it's from the vintage brand City Triangle, which I have actually been having really great luck with lately. I just recently sold a dress from this brand, so I'm gonna price this one at $60. Another beautiful vintage dress, and this one is actually new with tags. And so when a vintage item is new with tags, it's actually called a dead stock item. This one is from the brand Karen Stevens. I love the fact that it has this velvet collar, and then the buttons are also velvet. And the whole dress is this beautiful paisley print. Keywords that I would use for this would definitely be prairie. I would say cottagecore as well. Such a big score. I love whenever I find Smartwool. It's one of my favorite outdoors brands to find. It sells really well, and like I've said in the past, even if you find an item that has holes in it from Smartwool, it still sells, and for a good amount of money. That's how popular this brand is. And I'm gonna price this women's base layer tee for around $60. Another piece from Ralph Lauren, and this one is a midi length skirt. It has this beautiful floral print. It also has this tiered layering. Keywords I would use for this would be classic, elegant, feminine, and old money. Another really great find, and these are from the brand Citizens of Humanity, which I am selective with, but these were a very on-trend piece. They are velvet, a boot cut, and boot cut or flared jeans right now are very popular. These are also a really great size. They're a size 32, and when I looked up this particular style from Citizens of Humanity, they were actually selling on stores like Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, and Anthropologie, and they were originally $238. I'm gonna price these for $150 just because of how desired they are. Just a really great find, very blessed to find those. So this is a Ralph Lauren blazer, and typically their blazers do really well, especially their men's pieces. And this was a men's blazer, and it had this houndstooth print. I actually had this in my inventory for a really long time, so I was really excited to get an offer for $30 and just get it out of there, make a profit, and just move it. So these two sold in a bundle, and the first item is this lightweight J. Crew top, and it's actually 100% linen, just a really beautiful green color. Then we have this beautiful Ann Taylor color block cardigan, and I do really like to pick up Ann Taylor, especially in their more career wear or kind of classic wear, and their knit jackets do really well. And this bundle ended up selling for $60 on Poshmark. So this was a cabbie top, and I really loved this one. It was really just a fun print. It had like a scarf print on it, paisley, floral print. Definitely made me think of Liz McGuire, retro, and this ended up selling on Poshmark for $20. So this is a Roxy midi length skirt, and like I said before, I don't really pick up Roxy, but I got this one for $2 and it ended up selling for $27 on Poshmark, so not bad. It has these wooden buttons, this multicolored striping, and it's also a cotton and linen blend, and I have had this in my inventory for quite a few months, so I was very excited to make this sale. So these are a pair of denim jeans from Pilcrow, which is an Anthropologie brand. And these ones had studding all throughout them, like these jewel studs, which I just thought was really neat. And these end up selling on Poshmark for $36. So this is an Anthropologie brand, and it's a dress from them, and it has this polka dotting. It also has floral lace throughout it, and I just thought this was really cute, a very classic fit and flare dress. And this ended up selling on Poshmark for $28. So this was a nice Wannakomi sweater, and this brand, you can always tell what it is, obviously, because it has branding throughout it. And I picked this up. It's a color block hoodie, and this ended up selling on Poshmark for $40. Definitely a great outdoors brand to look out for. This one was a beautiful dress from Eliza J, and it had a high-low hem. It was also a midi length and belted with this beautiful floral print. This is going to be a great dress to wear for a wedding or an event, and this ended up selling on eBay for $40. Like I've said in my past videos, I do really like to pick up dresses from Eliza J, especially if they're kind of formal wear or event wear, which this one was. Like I said, you could wear this for a wedding, and it's just a very beautiful piece, and their midi to maxi length dresses do the best, and if they're in a larger size too, those move really quickly. This is a pair of Spanx, and these are the jeanish leggings, so they look like jeans but then they feel like leggings, and I ended up selling these ones on Poshmark for $36. And Spanx for me is honestly just a really great bread and butter brand. It's a brand that I know is going to sell for a good amount of money and sell really quick, and anytime I pick up an item from Spanx, normally it's in and out of my inventory really fast, which I love. Another really great sweater, and this brand kind of reminds me of the Wannakomi one, but it's Nakatano, and this is another really great sweater brand to look for, and they all kind of look similar. They have branding throughout the entire thing, and I had actually found two the same day, and I sold the other one that I found for $40 within just a couple days of being listed. This one was a tunic length, and it did take a little bit longer to sell, but it ended up selling for $50 on Poshmark. And like I had made mention, this sweater had branding throughout the entire thing, and I already knew this brand, so I knew that it was a good brand pickup, but if you find an item that has branding throughout the entire piece, it is definitely a great indicator that it's something that you should look up because they're wanting to make the brand known, so normally those are high quality pieces. Then we have a pair of 7 for All Mankind Dojo jeans, and I actually just recently picked these up at a consignment store. They were running a sale, and I picked these up for $5, and they ended up selling on eBay for $70. So when it comes to 7 for All Mankind, I only pick up their Dojo jeans. They are very popular, very sought after, and yeah, really happy with this sale. So this is a Zara dress, and it's a midi length. It also has this leopard spotting print in it, and normally their dresses do really well. This one did end up sitting for a long time, so I was excited to get an offer for $25 on eBay. And like I was saying, normally Zara dresses do perform really well, especially if they're midi to maxi length. And if they're a blogger favorite, those perform really well. And that just means that bloggers have worn them and have posted pictures of them in the dress or the item. And normally if they're a blogger favorite, you can get around $60, sometimes $100 depending on the style. So definitely if you find a Zara item and if you think that it looks really attractive or substantial, I would take a picture of it and Google Lens it and see if it's a blogger favorite. So this is a recent find for me, and it's a vintage Coldwater Creek dress, and this one had a draped cowl neck. It was also a midi length. It had this beautiful floral print on it, definitely very whimsical, romantic, very feminine. And this actually ended up selling on eBay for $40. And Coldwater Creek is definitely not like a Bolo brand or even like a really good brand. I typically don't pick up most of the items that I find from that brand at all, but I did get this one just because of the style. And so I'm really enjoying picking up style-based items and vintage pieces. So this is a pair of Fergie knee-high riding boots, and these are really neat. I didn't even know that Fergie was a really expensive boot brand until I picked these up and then I looked them up. They were actually pretty expensive. And I picked these up at the same consignment store sale. They were running a $5 sale, so I picked these up for $5 and they ended up selling on eBay for $64.99. So really excited about this one. And that's why I personally like to pick up all seasons all year round, because we are almost in spring pretty much, and I still sold a pair of leather knee-high riding boots for $65. So I personally like to pick up all seasons all year round, and I've actually sold quite a few coats and quite a few sweaters just recently, and so I am still selling more winter or fall wear right now, even going into spring, and I will pick up very substantial winter pieces even in the middle of summer. But then for me, I do have the privilege of having the space to store those items, so if you are limited on space, I would definitely focus more on the season that we're currently in, if that's what works for you. And then another pair of shoes, these are from Talbot's, and they had this snake embossing on the heels, and they're leather, and just a really nice classic pair of pumps, and these sold on Poshmark for $38. All right, you guys, that is it for today. And make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what was your favorite find that you found this week. And I wanna say thank you so much for watching. I feel beyond blessed to have you guys here today. And if you think that I earned a like on this video or your subscription, I'd really appreciate that. But either way, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.